Hi, this is Tatiana Moroz, and you're listening to Journalistic Revolution.
Welcome back to another episode of the Journalistic Revolution. I'm your ever-happy host, Robert Wasmund. Adam Kokesh is out of jail. Well, he's been released because he pled guilty to some charges, which makes absolutely no sense since he was denied bail because he was so dangerous. Welcome to America, where you're guilty until you plead guilty, and then we'll let you go. Adam has yet to make an official statement through his website or podcast, but he was on Post Politics with Trippnwofighter to thank his fans for all of their support. Whoosh.
I'm really just grateful for everybody who supported me, and every step along the way. And I'm absolutely confident that the judge knew about that support and that factored into her decision. As she said, specifically, she is aware of his support in the broader community, and I'm sure if she was a little more familiar with my friends, she would have said the liberty community. And I know that a lot of people did a lot of hard work to raise the profile of my case and get it that kind of attention and scrutiny that makes it harder for the government to really crack down on someone as an activist.
And just real quick, on a personal note, for all those people who are saying they're disappointed in Adam for taking a plea, as someone who has, unfortunately, a lot of experience in jail and prison, I'm not disappointed that Adam took a plea deal. I'm disappointed in the people that try to call themselves human beings forced him to do so. I don't blame Adam for the plea deal. I blame, the bad guys. It's official. Barack Obama is putting his full support of raising minimum wage from $7.25 to $10.10 an hour. Such a move would drastically alter the lives of the working poor. Not to mention the non-working poor, like myself, who are looking for any job, including a McDonald's job. Now don't get me wrong, I would like everybody to make over $10.10 an hour. But I'd also like to ride a fucking Pegasus to work and like to believe that the NSA is only spying on me to correct my grammar.
No. That's I before E, except after C.
Let's recap. If you were working full-time at the new rate of $10.10 an hour, you would be paid $21,008 a year. After taxes of $3,486, you will be paid only $17,522 a year. At the current rate of $7.75 working full-time, you are getting paid $16,120. After taxes of $2,379, you're only getting $13,741. Now, to the uninformed, that might seem like a big jump, but you gotta remember, those who make under $20,000 a year get almost every penny back in taxes. In some cases, even more than they've actually paid in. Not only will this hurt small businesses, but in my humble opinion, since the government can't pay its own bills and really wants to retain its power, this is more of a way to squeeze more tax dollars from you while giving you back as little as possible. Those making minimum wage now are paying Social Security $378, $400 to the military, $381 to income security, $387 to Medicare, and $227 to our national debt interest. With the minimum wage increase, those taxes will become $558 in Social Security, $587 to military, $558 in income security, $567 in Medicare, and $332 in national debt interest. So who really benefits from this increase?
Orderly, and I'll still do it cheaper.
James Babb is making the news, and he's pissing off prosecutors and judges alike. Golf clap, James Babb. James Babb, a D.C. area jury nullification activist, is calling for good jurors to nullify bad laws. Here is what he is doing in his own words. Whoosh.
Well, I want people to know about jury nullification. And jury nullification is the centuries-old tradition that's a part of our legal system where jurors have the right to judge the law itself, not just the facts of the case. This is a centuries-old tradition that has played key roles throughout history, including William Penn used jury nullification when he was charged with speaking to a group of Quakers without permission. The jury refused to convict him because they knew the law was wrong.
Please, if you don't already know what jury nullification is, you can go to the Fully Informed Jury Association or FIJA.org to do more research. a Russian performance artist, Pyotr Pavlinsky, was hospitalized on Sunday after stripping naked and nailing his testicles to a red square's cobblestone. What the fuck? This was in protest of the Kremlin's crackdown on political rights. The St. Petersburg-based artist said in a statement posted on granny.ru website that he was trying to draw attention to Russian society's inaction in the face of development of a police state. Russia marked its annual Police Day holiday on Sunday. It is not the first time the 29-year-old has resorted to eye-watering methods of protest. He has previously sewn his lips together to demonstrate against the jailing of 2 female members of Pussy Riot punk band who staged an anti-Kremlin performance inside Moscow's main cathedral in 2011. He was also arrested after wrapping his naked body in barbed wire outside of St. Petersburg government building in May. I gotta give it to Pyotr. He's got balls of steel. Wait, you can't nail steel. Well, he's got really big balls. I salute you, nailing your testicles to the ground, man. Nailing your nuts to the ground, man. I'm thinking that police are going to be starting to learn here real soon that we're just not going to be putting up with their shenanigans anymore. 2 plainclothes deputies were conducting a narcotics investigation and approached their target in a building of North 9th Street in Newark. Essex County Chief of Detectives Anthony Ambrose said the man came out of the building with a loaded weapon. The deputies fired 1 shot each, killing the man, whose name was not divulged. A group of residents who had a different story about what happened during the confrontation threw rocks and debris at the sheriff's car, breaking at least 1 window after the incident. Several people at the scene told a reporter that the 2 deputies hit the man, whom they identified as Jose, street name Menace, with their vehicle and then shot the man while he was on the ground. None of the neighbors interviewed wanted to give their names, saying that they feared retribution from the police. During the brief remarks to reporters, several people shouted over Ambrose and Sheriff Armando Fontoura, saying, "Why did you have to hit him with a car? Why did you have to shoot him in the back?" Jamar Smith, a friend of the deceased, said he was on his way over to the victim's home when he heard a sound of a car crash. The loud bang of 2 gunshots then followed. Smith and several others said that one of the officers who opened fire is known in the neighborhood and that they have had violent encounters with him in the past. Smith also said that the victim had been in trouble with the law but recently moved out of the South Ward to get away from that area's violence and drug activity. He was struggling to find work because of prior arrests. Ambrose would not say where on the body the victim was shot or address the neighbor's allegations. He said that investigators were trying to determine whether or not the victim was struck by a police vehicle. I'm almost certain that here soon we'll hear the obligatory statement of, "After a thorough investigation, we have determined that the police acted according to department regulations." This is the journalistic revolution saying, don't look to be free sometime in the future. Live free now. I gotta get up, get out, and get